Hi there. I'm Linden Thorp. Welcome to Your Body is Your Business Plan, the Masterclass. And I'm here today to talk about our 12th topic. We've run this series of events now. Wow, can't believe it, for nearly 3 months. And today is the 12th, and next week is the 13th event of Cycle 4, which is amazing. I'm so thrilled we've done this, and we've had wonderful hosts during that time. And I'm expecting a host today. Oh, here she is. She's just arriving. That's wonderful. Hi. Anyway, I will introduce her in a moment. But as usual, before we go ahead, let's set the scene. Today's topic is scaling and how to avoid burnout. It seems that burnout is very common in people who are beginning to scale. They've laid the foundations, they've worked very hard to do that. But then the next stage requires quite a lot of extra work and extra planning and effort and so on. And it's at this time that many people burn out because they're not pacing themselves, they're not using their bodies, and the signals from their vagus nerve, which runs from the brain down into the torso and the upper arms, are not getting through because they're not listening with their whole body. If you want to know more about this, then DM me. But I'm going to show you this video now, and I'm going to ask our guest to please watch the video too, and I'd love your feedback when we've finished. Now, this is a voiceless video, and I choose to do this because I want to include everybody. And of course, there are many people with hearing impairments. There are many people with ADHD who can't focus on long spiels and long articles and things like that. So I've made it a voiceless video so we can really just relax and reflect on the topic before we start to talk. So it kind of clears the mind, if you like. So please let me share my screen, and I will play you my voiceless video I made especially for today. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Okay. So hopefully that has given you some ideas about the topic. And now it's time for me to introduce my lovely guest who has come to co-host with me. She's called Sheza, lovely name, I think, Sheza Yazdani. And she's a personal brand strategist and visibility expert who helps purpose-driven founders, coaches, and creators turn their LinkedIn presence into consistent flow without chasing engagement or compromising authenticity. And with a proven system focused on emotionally resonant content, conversion-ready messaging, and silent sales assets, Sheza has helped 50-plus entrepreneurs across various industries attract aligned clients, build category authority, and scale their influence online. So we have an expert in our midst. And her speciality, it's helping people become the obvious choice in their space through messaging that speaks directly to what their audience is silently struggling with, but hasn't yet said out loud. And when she's not behind the scenes, crafting LinkedIn ecosystems for top performing founders, you'll find her studying sales psychology, sharing client wins, or mapping new ways to make brand presence feel both magnetic and human. Wonderful. So without more ado, let me invite her onto the stage. Welcome, Sheza. There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction and thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for introducing me today with your guests. It's an honor for me to be with you on this beautiful topic
Oh,
today.
oh, thank you. Well, it's very lovely of you to spend your time here as well. I know how busy you are. I'm delighted you could make it. Um, and
Thank you.
so welcome. And yes, scaling then is one of your many expertise. And so we'll really look forward to you sharing your wisdom on this. But first of all, before we talk, what about the video? How did that connect with you? How did it speak to you?
Yeah, the video is close to my heart, and this topic is also because I've scaled myself from having these kind of trauma in my life as well. Because when I started my journey, I have it was my little one that was born on that time. With this, my business was scaling. So the two, I have the other two kids as well. So it was quite like that in that time, which I
Mm,
really think that I need to share this story as well. Because when you are doing so many things in the pipeline together and family, business, everything, you come to a point where you think that you're gonna do it, and this is not that it's do you don't have ability to do it, or you don't have any power, or you don't have anything. The thing is, it's all related to your mind. Sooner or later, the people like Linden, the people like um, her is very supportive in your life, that tells you that this is not a problem with you. It's just a thing that you need alignment, right? Because the real growth comes from alignment, not exhaustion. So these types of things you learn over the period of time, and the people
mm, mm,
helps you to overcome this. So this video which you showed is very has a deeper meaning, because it helps you to know that what kind of signs you need to be aware of. Because
mm,
being human, we don't see those signs that it's
mm,
showing, because your body showing your signs that it's going against you, you're against your body, and that's the misalignment is going to create. And that's how the system telling you, giving you signs that you're close to the burnout, but you just avoid
mm.
it.
Mm, absolutely. Oh, good. I'm so glad it got through to you. Of course, my perspective is the body and the spirit.
For sure.
And as you probably know, I'm a very experienced mentor. And yes, I've really studied what happens to the body during burnout. And I have a number of people in my care who are burnt out. And it's a terrible thing. It takes so long to recover. I've got one person who's now in their third year of recovery, and it still has no energy. It's really a serious nervous system damage problem. And as I mentioned in the video, the problem is that because we are so much in our minds, because we are so much in this, I call this the limited mind. Okay. It's a brilliant thing. It's a brilliant set of tools, and we can do fabulous things with it. But it was never designed for us to live from that place. If you go back 500 years before language and the intellectual mind became so important, then you'll see that people lived in a very different way, and their bodies and their spirits and their unlimited mind were all integrated. They very often had very strong faith in something, in a god or in something inside them. And today, we are not connected mostly to our bodies because we rarely go there. There's nobody at home. The lights aren't on. I talk to human beings all the time, and I know that they are not in their bodies. Their bodies are disconnected. And so that's the problem. If we're disconnected at a physiological level, then we're not going to get the signals of distress. And that's what burnout is. It's the inability to receive the signals that the body is churning out, so distressed. We don't get it because we're here. And the limited mind doesn't interpret those kind of signals, you know. So my work is all about making people aware of their vagus nerve. The vagus nerve. I don't know if you've heard. Have you heard of it? Yeah, the vagus. Many people have never heard of it, which astounds me. But the vagus nerve is so important because that is the nerve that gives us the signals.
Wow.
And if that is not toned up because we're not using our bodies, we're not connected to our spirits, then we won't get those signals, and then it's just a very steep slope burnout. And some people just never recover from it, So my mission is to stop people getting to that stage by helping them to become more aware of their body and their spirit and
Wow,
balancing
this
those
is
things.
amazing. This is amazing because, with the growing social media, and now with the AI is growing and people are considering it as a threat. The thing is, and most of the people in 2025, I think, is most of the people get burned out because of this, because the people are losing jobs. But the thing is, it's not a thing that we are going to be threat or something, that humans are still indispensable. Okay,
Mm, yeah,
we need to, yeah,
absolutely.
as there we need to collaborate, not to outperform any machine. We don't do that.
Mm,
Machines are just help us into a way that we can just optimize anything. We
mm,
need to collaborate. They are not threat for us, because what human beings can do, machine can never.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's how we need to accept in our mind that we are not going anywhere. Technological advancement is very good for ourselves, and for sure in the future, in the coming years, we'll get more and more. But what we need to do now to avoid burnout, to avoid job loss, to avoid anything, is just we need to see and audit our skills, basically, that what we need to work on these days to, in order to be on top and then coming in years. The thing is, in the past, we're just consistent in our efforts, and what we are getting is, because of obviously the past effort and the current effort, the change is not there. Now with the
Mm.
2025, AI is evolved and we need to change. Actually, we are change resistant.
Yeah, so true. I totally agree. And I think that, if we are balanced enough, then AI can become our greatest ally. Um, and it's really strange you should mention AI because I'm currently running a challenge. And I realize I didn't
Wow.
send you. Did I send you an invitation? I can't remember now. But I'm running
No.
this challenge. No, I will. I will. You'll love it. It's called the AI Mirror. And what
Wow.
it is a 5-day challenge to show you, to show anybody, that in fact AI is a perfect mirror image of a human being in the
For sure.
limited mind. Because of course AI is programmed by people who use this mind,
For
not
sure.
this
For
mind.
sure. For sure. That's how I'm telling people that if things are there, we just need to adopt the change and we need to learn, because the
Mm,
learning process never stop until we die. If we stop
mm,
learning, then
yeah.
definitely we are not useful human. We just stick with our thinking. Now everything is thinking, like the education we had in the past has changed
Mm,
now, because the new
mm,
observations, new experiments, new things are telling us, okay, these is our orthodox things and my methods, now these methods, and now with new methods you have different results. So you need to
yes.
adopt, you need to evolve, you
Yes.
need to adopt, and
Yes.
that's how you will evolve as a best person. But the thing is, what you need to do to avoid burnout, coming back to our topic, is to
Mm,
stay relevant, stay consistent in your effort. But the thing is, just doing the same thing repeatedly is not an consistent effort. Is the thing is, you need to see and the backward as well, that what is not working. Is it you? Is it yourself? Is it your body? Is it something in the system that you're doing which is not helping you? Because it's never, you can say that it's an easy path of life that you just have. Every person has blocks in the way. It doesn't, there's life is
mm,
not a bed of roses for everyone. You need to have those blocks. So when you
mm,
step on those blocks, you know that how you fit again a height on those blocks, and you know, and you learn the hard
mm,
lessons of life, and that will be
mm.
your struggles become your lessons, and then those lessons will tell your story. You tell your stories to the people. That's how I become successful in the life.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I mean, if we look at education, well, really the traditional model of education is way out of date. I've been an educator all my life, until recently. And really, it is completely out of date. And Queen Victoria was really responsible for the system that we mostly have, which is this kind of conveyor belt of education, that very often when people leave school or leave university, they feel they've never learned anything, nothing that's real, nothing that they can apply to life. So I really speak from the heart when I say that the traditional education system is crumbling rapidly, and we need to adapt to all sorts of new methods, and all probably on the internet. Um, and yeah, I think the internet is a brilliant vehicle for education. And I myself have been teaching online for maybe 10 years before I retired from teaching. It's
Wow.
fabulous. So imagine a world where we can actually learn uniquely rather than sitting in a class of 30 people, all of whom are learning different rates in different ways. And then the teacher tries to bring all that together and tries to get them through their exams. And then the exams don't really relate to anything quite often. Um,
Actually,
you know, it's a crazy system, which
yeah.
we've,
But you know, the best thing about the system now, which my kids is going through, which I love the most, is they are having the practical knowledge. Whatever they're doing it practically.
Mm.
Before that, we were kids, it's about the books, and we were reading in the books, and it always still. I don't know about you, but when it comes to us, it always when we're gonna learn that. Oh, when you grow bigger and you went to the next class, then we will do the practical, and you'll see the practical implications of the things. But when it comes to my kids, they are in the little one. The middle one is in one class, and the other one is in three grade. The thing is, they are what they are having in the books now. It's sound pretty amazing because we have done in the year later more than that. So whenever they come out from their schools now, they will be different person because they know much better things which we we didn't know in the past. So technology
Mm.
is good. The thing is only the human brain that we need to accept that the changes are coming in, and this is for
Mm.
our good. This is not an against, because everything is good. And this but and the most amazing thing is this is all things built by human. These is not self-created things that one day you're
Mm.
sleeping and it's just created, and someone is giving you, oh, this is the creation which is nobody knows, and it's created in the dark. You know who created this. You know the persons, you know how they are doing things in the past and how they are experimenting, and now they come out with, they are just ease, putting ace to their life, putting giving you a direction. So if you're one person business like me, like you just need to adopt those system, and your business will evolve and will run automatically in one direction. Before
Mm.
previously, it is impossible. You need to depend on so many things. So like marketing person is different, social media different,
Yes.
if you knew the stream event, it's different. The other thing is different. So you need to depend on so many ways. With now AI tools, you just need to compile it in a way which you think it's more comfortable
Yeah.
for you, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you just need to see the positivity. Obviously, everything comes with a negativity as well. So if you think of both positive sides and negative side, we need to rely more on the positive, because that's how we need to go on. Because if we
Mm.
see the negativity, the negative energy the human body carries, and that's how it will put you in the dark. But when you see the positivity, you will be in the more better side. So why why you need to
Yeah.
go in this direction which doesn't give you anything? We need to go in this direction with, like, when I tell you about the story, I think I've in the last call, that when I started, it was very hectic at that time. I didn't know. I didn't dream of having my office, which I have now. I didn't dream of having so many employees, which I have now. I didn't think that I am able to scale this business at this point. I was thinking that even if I get one client at that time, I think that my mission was solved. But the thing is, life and God has different plans. You need to just
Mm.
accept that something good will come in your way. If we adopt the negative thinking, then nothing will come. So because the
Mm.
positivity attracts positivity and negativity attracts negativity.
Absolutely, absolutely. As you're speaking, I'm really thinking about the law of like attracts like, which has existed ever since humans existed, So it's really so obvious, if you are positive, you will attract positivity. As I mentioned in your introduction, you're into the magnetic. Well, me too. That's exactly what I do. I really help people to discover and improve and enhance their own magnetic character. So if you imagine human beings as a magnet, the spine is a kind of magnet, and it emanates up into the heaven and down into the earth. And if you are putting out positive vibrations, joyful, positive vibrations, you're going to attract everything positive. And so I work a lot with people who have been negative, and they've seen what damage that can do in their lives, because they're all the time getting bad luck and attracting the wrong people and things like this. And so once they start to realize that they are really so pure. We are all, I think human beings are so pure, basically, in the heart. But then we start to behave strangely. We start to, we're influenced by other people. And so then the behavior doesn't really match the inner goodness and heart. I believe all humans are good. And we have a great future if we can only put the negative mind down a bit and put, it's a tool, it's a fabulous tool, but we can't live from that. So if we can learn to put the tool down, then we can come into the unlimited mind and the body and the spirit, and then we can be nothing but positive, because it's a fantastic combination of things, I think. So Sheza, tell us a little bit. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No,
Do you want?
no, it's okay. It's okay. I was. I'm about to conclude that being positivity is also linked to the burnout as well. So if you stay positive, you avoid burnout in so many ways. And
Mm,
negativity, like I said, negativity attracts negativity. So when you stay negative and influenced by people, influenced by so many things, because there are certain things which always you have found in your way. The thing is, all you need to see the positivity side of everything. So the thing is, the main topic of today's talk is about burnout, and this is one of the causes that people as fall in the burnout thing is because they all they think that it's always about them. They don't think that the bigger picture of it or bigger perspective, or they think that it's always happen. Why it's always me? Why it's happening to me? Why it's
oh, yes, yes,
yeah?
yes, yes.
Why
Why me?
it's I'm
Mm,
yeah? Why it's only I am the only person in the world that God has treated me like that? The thing is, it's not when you hear the stories of the people, you'll find yourself more in a good position. And because when you compare yourself with the other, always compares with the less. Don't compare with the upper, because obviously people have different kind of blessing. Not every when I'm comparing myself with Linden, we have different kind of blessing. But why we are good in what
mm,
we do? Because we are
mm,
blessed in our own way. We are happy. We need to be happy. Whatever we have, we need to be happy. There is
absolutely.
nothing in the world that can fulfill our desires, our needs. There is no end in life.
Mm.
Whatever, whenever you are making $1,000, you want to make $5,000. $5,000 category that now you want to make 10,000. After 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 10,000. The thing is, it's a never-ending game.
Yes, that's true.
It's a never-ending game. What you need to do is just to confine with yourself. The
Mm.
when you stay happy within, you'll get the most of it. So why to put yourself in a position, and don't compare yourself with others, because you don't
Absolutely.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
know the problem people have. People having, you see they're successful, they're having more money than you, they have a bigger house, they have a bigger car, bigger things, but you don't know that what kind of life that they are living.
No, that's very true. Yes, I think, as I said in the video, we are each utterly unique. Even identical twins have different DNA. They may look very similar, but their DNA is different. And so, if we are all utterly unique, then what's the point in comparing? you know, and I think that's partially the problem that has been created by education, by this kind of conveyor belt education, which is so competitive, and when I look at every single uh, being that I know or have known, I can see that they all have incredibly different strengths, incredibly different weaknesses, and we have to respect that. And if we really accept it, we can be so happy because nobody can do what we do the way we do it. Nobody. It's amazing, isn't it? So
Yeah.
wonderful. So Sheza, tell us a little bit about marketing from your perspective, because I think, as I mentioned, scaling is a big challenge. Once you've got your foundation, you've got your assets made, you know what your offers are. Then there comes the point where you start to expand, or you start to scale. And so, what's your advice to people who are scaling from a marketing perspective?
Okay. From perspective, the first and the most important thing, you need to have a system in place. You just don't rely on the things like, okay, I have these things or these things or these things, or I'll do later, or I'll think about those things whenever I get inclined. I will fix my system first. Whatever you're doing, just try to fix your system. What kind of systems? Then what is the most important now? When you're talking about system, what is the system is more about the identity, the more about your brand recognition, the more about your story, the more about your um, whole um, whole identity that causes the whole brand. So what it composes of, that whenever you want to have something, fix your brand from the very first thing, that fix your colors. Okay, when
Yeah.
you pick up the brand colors, okay, go from this and then make up a full story that what you want to be remembered. Because whatever
Mm,
we are just talking right now, okay, we're talking about burnout, but whatever I say something, we will forget after that, but you will never forget I told you about that I have 3 kids and it's very difficult for me to scale when I was scaling. So this is just my story, which is kind of resonance with
yeah.
people. So whenever you're trying to create something and whenever you kind of scaling, just believe that you should have a story in place. And every person has a different story. Why you don't
Mm,
need to replicate with someone that Lara Costa is very famous. I need to have her story that I need to adopt hers. No,
no.
you need to be like Linden said that we are unique. Yes, we are unique. Your story is unique. I'm different from you. You're different from me. We are all different, and everyone has a story. So once we fix the brand color, we move on to the story, and that's how we fix the content angles from top of the funnel to middle of the funnel to bottom of the funnel, and that's how we evolve into the other side of fixing that. If it's in the social media, because now we have having different kind of social medias, like LinkedIn is one, of Facebook, Instagram. But the thing is that every social media works in the same thing, like who you want to be remembered for. This is one thing. And who will be your ideal client. Once you
Mm,
fix that, what is your story and who will be your ideal client and what you want to be remembered for, these things can help you fix up the system, and you will go to find in the client because you don't need to go. Client will come to you because you know you
mm,
are hunting for these type of clients, and they will come.
yeah.
You need to have, why I'm saying that you need to have the system in place. The once the colors are fixed, one thing, brand identity is clear. The other thing is your story is fixed, your content angles are clear, your content pillars are clear, your content foundations are clear. You're going into the next stage, that who you're looking for, your ideal client fixed. Now the what is the next step? The next step is
Mm,
clarity. One direction, one message, one focus, one consistent message on every platform. So the person who's seeing your message and whom you're looking for, because your message is not for everyone. I'm not an influencer that my message is for everyone. My message is for my ideal client. And
mm,
they know
that's
and
right.
they know I'm talking to them.
Yes.
So once you
Yes,
create
finding your tribe, as we, it's very important, isn't it? Finding the people you are really talking to, your audience, or your
yes.
tribe, as it's become known. Very,
Yeah, so
very
this is the
important.
system.
Yeah.
This is the system I'm talking about, because you don't need to do it again and
Mm,
again. You don't need to do at these things like over and over, because once it's fixed, you know that this is all fixed. Now, what other thing you need to do is you need to have the AI help now to automate your tasks, because
yeah.
This is how it helps you to scale, because if you still depend on human to do that, like, okay, I'm doing it, I'm doing this, I'm doing it, you'll not. AI helps you
Mm,
to automate your life, to reduce the number of amount of work that you are doing each day, because that's what
mm,
automation in business means. So that's how my
yeah.
marketing feels for different for the farm, because now we're going into B2B side, because now once we have the experience for B2C, now we're going into B2B, because now we know that how we can help people to find their exact number of clients they will be looking for, because that's the system in place that work. So you don't need to hire another one. Like after hiring us, you will go for other person or other person or other person. If you have system like, okay, this is this is my content angles, this is my personality, this is my angles for sending DM, because there is no age of templates these days. No templates
Mm,
work, nothing work. Just your human self works in the DM. You just
yes.
need to be stay human. Whatever you're staying, want to connect with someone, you need to offer value, because that's how you stay top of the mind of the people. You don't need to do that. Like
Yes.
whenever you connect with someone, you just said, okay, these are my offers. Nobody will buy from those people. You still
Interesting.
are
Yeah.
human. You still need to build human connections with the people, and that's how
Yeah.
it helps you to. Okay, you can take help from graphic person, video editor if you are in the. But the thing is, all other things you can do it yourself now. You don't need to depend on other people.
Mm,
That's what.
yeah.
That's what I say. That I have a system in place. Once you have it, you don't need it. You just go in the best direction that you want to be.
Absolutely. And I think this is the best time really for global business owners and entrepreneur, because we have AI. I've got incredible automations that help me to increase my content output and extend my network and so on. And it means that I can attend to other things. So actually, I'm a writer, and
Wow.
really, my passion is writing books, and so I've got always got some books on the go. And in fact, I published one this year that was called "Your Body Is Your Business Plan." I don't know if you saw it, but it's all about how important the body is. In fact, it's the most important business plan you will ever need because without the body, we can't do anything. We need this, the anatomy and the physiology and so on. So, but yes, through automation, it means that I'm freer to write, and business can gradually start to work on its own. And I found that so wonderful the last couple of months to be able to create automated systems, that, for example, make video clips. So I do a lot of live things. And so now I've got a wonderful chat GPT system where I put the whole video in, I put the transcript in, and I tell AI to create 3 clips. And it happens. It happens in seconds. So this is fantastic because it would take me hours to do it myself,
And you
scanning
know
through
what's
a.
the the best thing? Like I normally do a contract for 4 months, because first month is all about knowing your audience, because I need to be in the shoes of my client, because the more I know you, the more I can do things better. Second month is about execution. We do the third month results flowing in, and the fourth month you get good things coming in, and you don't need to work on. And what I offer in the fourth month that I deliver, that if we have made, like, first we're writing the content ourselves, but now with the help of we customize every person's GPT, and then when they are leaving, we're giving them, this is your GPT, customized GPT, and you can use it in your best favor, because obviously we don't need it after that. Why should I keep it with myself? If the other
Hmm.
person can benefit it and can write posts and content with it, go for it.
Yeah, great. That sounds really good. Yeah. And so, yeah, we're running out of time now, and I don't want to keep you too long. But finally, Sheza, please give us a final piece of advice for avoiding burnout while we're scaling our business? What's the best way to do that from your perspective?
Okay, the first thing is, which I told earlier, is to don't look for other people. If you want to uh, look in yourself. Okay, that's the most and important thing. The other thing is, which I told earlier, that if you see the success on the social media, don't think that it's real. The success on social media is literally fake. You see the numbers, people are growing, people are having 100,000 businesses and this and this and that. The thing is, most of the things on social media is fake. All you need to trust on your instinct, your thing, and do things in the smaller step. Like nobody in the world, like if you think of the bigger names like Alex or Mosey and whatever the other persons are,
Mm,
they
mm,
don't big they didn't go big like they are the big person when they're born. No, they started small. Whenever you
yeah.
see the, like if you see the Ronaldo life, he was having a very tough life when he was practicing for a football, but he wasn't thinking of that he will be a big and the best footballer of the world at this time. But the thing
Mm,
is, the persistence, the consistency, that and the other thing, which is different for every person. And this
yeah.
is the message. I think I my message is for everyone, that real growth comes from alignment, not exhaustion. Don't exhaust yourself.
No.
Don't, yeah, align yourself and build something which you think is the best in your own capacity, because building your system in a way that growth doesn't cost, it doesn't help cost your sanity. It helps you to boost your life in a way that you think, okay, that's the best version of me and this is what I'm doing it. Don't rely on anyone, just rely on yourself and focus on your
Absolutely.
skills.
Absolutely. I must say that's my principal philosophy, really. And I kind of got that from you as we got to know each other, that we have to be self reliant. You know, the other day I spoke to someone and I said, are you happy? And he said, yes, I'm happy. So I said, well, what makes you happy? And he said, oh, my partner. My partner makes me happy. So I said, so if your partner disappears, will you still be happy? And he said, no, I won't be happy. So in other words, what is happening is that he's living his life through his partner, and the happiness is a kind of
Actually,
delusion, really, you know.
I tell you the things which in our culture is that women are really dependent on men for everything. Okay, now it's
Ah,
changing. Now it's changing, but the thing is, our society is a man dominant society. It still needs to change, but the thing is, it still change a lot. But what is the negative side of it? That you need to rely on your partner for everything. But what happens if he's not there? What happens
mm,
he's gone? What happens that God has taken his life? What for you will do? The thing is,
mm.
God has created every person not in pairs. He created you in a single way. Like every person is born into this world, and nobody, it doesn't come with a partner. No, no, I am come with a partner. You don't come with
Yeah.
a partner. So God has telling, giving us signal to rely on ourselves. Like from the very first day we start, we need some support. But the thing is, whenever we started growing, we're just growing and relying on ourselves. These things that we don't need to stop ourselves to rely on others. We just need to just go with it. Okay, partners are good, children are good, family is good, but the thing is, you don't need to rely on other people for your happiness. Your
No.
happiness stays within yourself. If you're not
Yeah.
happy within yourself, you're not happy with other people, and you
No.
cannot. Yeah, the thing is,
So
happiness is not confined with other people. If you're not happy within yourself, you're not happy with your partner, you're not happy with your kids, you're not happy with your family.
mm,
The thing is, this is very, uh, I think we need to have another.
Another
discussion on
session.
this. Yeah, on this topic deeply, because this is an heart of uh, topic which is close to my heart, because this is we need to teach our female that's how I'm in 2026, is my target is that I need to work on woman empowerment, and I need to teach them that how you need to rely on yourself, because I'm a living version of it, that I started from scratch, and how I started my business. I rely on myself. Okay, my husband's support in this, without my husband's support, because he's taken care of. Still, the kids are with him in the karate class now. But the thing is, if I don't believe in myself, I don't think that I'm sitting in front of you, because that's the power of LinkedIn, that we connected and we knew ours.
Yes,
But the thing is, we need to teach more women that how, and it's not depend on age. Okay, tomorrow is my birthday. I'm going to 36, so it's not depend on
Ooh,
age.
happy
Yeah,
birthday.
thank you. So the thing is, it's not dependent on age. You think, okay, I'm becoming old. I don't think that this is the best time for me to. No, it's a mental block. You can do
Absolutely.
anything at any time.
Yeah, absolutely. I know so many people in their 70s who have just started a business, and they're so positive and so full of life and so on. No, I agree. Age is immaterial, really. And I'm so glad, Sheza, that you really think in the same way as me, because if we really know ourselves and we're really self reliant, then everything else is a bonus, and a loving partner, lovely children, whatever it is, that's extra, because the core is already set, because we know ourselves and we can find our inner resources. And of course, yes, women are, in various cultures, women are kind of handicapped in some ways regarding this because of the mores of the culture. But gradually things are changing, and people, I think, women especially, are beginning to realize, yeah, I am enough exactly as I am, you know.
And the
And
most of
that
the
is so exciting.
cases of burnout and these regions and the among moments. Okay, I'm not against men that they are, obviously they can burn out too, but the thing is, in my opinion, women in the most of the cases, most of the cases, women are in more burnout cases because of the responsibility, because of the growing burden of their kids, their family, and so many things. But
Yes,
sometimes
yes,
they can't handle pressures and multiple things are going. The thing
yeah,
is, maybe males also listening to this, so I'm not against you, but the thing is, female pressure is something else.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there are so
yeah,
many things
yeah.
on females' plate that maybe men can never understand, that there are so many things that women think of at one time.
Absolutely, I really agree. Yes, women are amazing multitaskers, aren't they? And yeah, Sheza, it's been lovely, and I agree. We better have can you see the banner here? Be happy within yourself. This is
Yeah.
my assistant, my lovely assistant Natasha. She is listening to us and amplifying our ideas. That's great, isn't it? Let's do it again. I'd love to, and I'd love to know more about your marketing methods, and also your background and your family. Where are you at the moment? I think you're in Pakistan. Are you?
Yeah, I'm in Pakistan right now.
Which city? Lahore.
Yeah, it's Lahore.
I've got lots of friends in Lahore, actually. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
amazing. So whenever you come, we can have get together.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm
Thank
going to let you go now, because
thank
I don't
you.
want to keep you too long, and I know that you're a busy lady. So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for your time. Thank you so much. Take
Oh,
care.
My pleasure. Bye-bye for now, and I'll be in touch. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, it's so nice to have Sheza here. We've really got to know each other on LinkedIn very well. And King is here too. Hi, King. He's saying hello to everyone. He always enjoys coming to these sessions. Wonderful to have you, King, as always. So, everybody, there we are. There's lots of advice, lots of indicators of how to avoid burnout. And yes, if you want to know more about avoiding burnout, please contact me. I would be very happy to talk to you. You can make a free session with me, and I can recommend some of my steps to get you connected, reconnected to your body, and then you will be able to avoid burnout. And also, yes, you can book a 20-minute free inside out call with me, and you can do that by DM. And also, you should perhaps consider reading my book, which is called Your Body is Your Business Plan, Avoid Burnout. And I wrote it earlier this year, and it gives you very strong guidelines about how to scale your business, how to found your business, and how to do that in such a way that you will avoid burnout. So I think Natasha will put the link. Oh, here it is. Great. Your Body is Your Business Plan. That's it. Avoid burnout. And it's very easy to read. It's a gateway book. Lots of lovely illustrations to inspire you too. So yes, if you've got a holiday coming up over the Christmas period, the New Year period, why not read Your Body is Your Business Plan? I'd be delighted. Okay, thank you so much. It's been great, and it was so nice to have Sheza. And if you'd like to know more about what Sheza can offer you, please, we'll put her profile in the comments box below this window. Please contact her. She's very approachable, and we'll talk to you about what she can offer you. So thanks so much. I'll be back again next week. And next week is our final week of this cycle, our final event. And we've got through 13 events. It's been amazing. And we've had wonderful hosts. So next week, I'm going to come back with a kind of review of all the co-hosts that we had on this masterclass, and what we learned from them and so on. And of course, we'll be opening we'll start in early January. I think maybe the 21st we decided, I think. So we'll have a break now and get all our ducks in a row to run cycle 5, which will start on the 21st of January. So watch out, and you'll find advertisements about that. And next week, we've got Rosemary O'Shaughnessy, who is a LinkedIn trainer, coming to co-host with us. And the topic is LinkedIn without the mask. So if you're interested in really amplifying your presence on LinkedIn and learning the various tricks that are needed to get on LinkedIn, then come and join us next week with Rosemary, who will give us some very wonderful advice so that we can really benefit and get ahead on LinkedIn. So thanks so much. And I will see you next week again. And I'll see you before that in various other live events. We've got the embodiment Q&A on Friday. We've got our Wealth, the podcast, on Saturday and Sunday. And so it goes on. There are lots of live events. If you want to know more, then just go to my YouTube channel, which Natasha's putting down below, and also my website, which is lindenthorp.com. Very easy to remember. Lots of stuff on there that will help you. So thanks so much, I leave you now, and I will see you next Wednesday for event 13 of Your Body is Your Business Plan, Avoid Burnout Masterclass. Thanks so much. Bye for now.